Let me see some dribbles into it. And then rise straight up. Yeah, that's it. Oh, he got it. Yes, sir.
But welcome, guys, back with another episode. Hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Hope you all had some good food. Thought about your NBA player comps while eating your plates. Does anyone have any stories to share from Thanksgiving?
First time having a little bit of Jared McCain personally, and I liked it. It was pretty good.
It's good to hear, man.
Cranberry sauce.
Yeah, just to remind everybody.
Yeah.
I was talking about how I don't normally eat cranberry sauce. I think I likened it to Gabe Vincent, just there, but not really there. But my parents came into town, and my mom did make a really good cranberry sauce. So was homemade. Yeah, not out of the can. So it was solid. Anyone else?
Just enjoy the food, the festivities, the
Yeah.
turkey.
Should we post a picture of Azan's plate?
You can.
We might. That might need to be the thumbnail of this next episode.
Oh, God.
Yeah. For our audience, it seems like Azan might have gotten just the last plate out of like hundreds.
Well, it looks like they weren't
scrapings.
expecting him to show up to dinner.
Look like a Tony Snell stat line out there.
Yeah.
0-0-0.
Yeah, I was and it didn't look like it was like midway through eating. It was just his fresh plate. That was just so barren. So much space.
Yeah. I will say I had the best mac and cheese I've ever had. My mother-in-law made some. It was
It did,
unbelievable.
it did look good. It did look solid.
Unbelievable.
But it's good to have everybody back. Wanted to have another episode. We're about a quarter way through the season. We have a good sample. So what better way to ring that in with looking back at maybe our predictions preseason and making some new predictions based on the sample that we have. So I want to start this episode talking about our quarter of the way or quarter season awards picks and maybe comment on where we went wrong to begin with. So we'll start from the top, just how we did before the season with MVP. Who's been your MVP so far this year, and why? It's been a lot of the favorites have been playing at their normal baseline, but some maybe due to injury or due to just lackluster team play have maybe fallen by the wayside. So I'd be interested to hear if anyone's thoughts have changed on MVP.
Does anyone have like written down what we said?
Saad recorded everything, but he's not here. I think we should look back at that at the end of the season or after the season. I don't think there's like really anyone playing better than Giannis right now. They are they the 5th seed now in the East?
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Doc Rivers led team, somehow 5th seed after that miserable start. They ripped off 8 in a row. Don't look at who they played, but they ripped off 8 in a row. And yeah, he's a monster right now. I'm ready for another ring the bell, as he likes to say. Yeah, I'm ready for another Giannis MVP.
That Centel post was funny. It's like Doc Rivers. I'm gonna start coaching seriously now.
I was about to say that. Yeah. Hey, no, since that tweet, Centel doing wonders for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I think it's Jokic for me.
Yeah,
his stat line's crazy, averaging a triple-double. I know he's out for a week or so in between, but he's carrying a team that has a lot of holes. I personally was pretty high on Denver going in, and less high on them based on their quarter season performance. But he is just continuously playing at an unbelievable level, and I don't know if there's gonna be voter fatigue, and that's why he's not gonna win it. But just he's been playing insane.
Yeah, I got Jokic too. I mean, Afan said it. 30, 13, and 10 on 66% true shooting. They're the 8th seed right now, but what's separating the 4th seed and the 8th seed is about 1.5 games. So if voters are concerned about seeding and winning, I think it'll even out a little bit. I mean, Giannis and Jokic are literally backpacking their teams currently. No support from, Dame has been playing pretty well, but Jokic more of a backpack, I'm guessing, because Jamal Murray has not been great. Aaron Gordon's out. So, like, it's Jokic for me up until someone else kind of takes it. But Giannis, the way I have it right now is probably Jokic, Giannis, Tatum, Shea, those four. But yeah, I don't see anyone take, like, I think I have a feeling Jokic pretty much wrapped it up. Unless they fall out of the playoffs or whatever, I don't envision that happening.
Do you? I know I just picked Giannis, but I don't. That's just through 20 games. I don't see anyone from the East winning it. Do you think like there's any world in which like a 68 win Celtics team, Tatum gets it? I feel like the bar is higher just because it's the East.
Yeah, I mean, 68 wins would be nuts. So, but also, Jokic's counting stats are also nuts. So,
Yeah.
like, if he's the top 4 seed in the West and he continues to put up the numbers, which he probably will, then I think that will still outweigh Tatum on a 68 win team. There's no better offensive engine or offensive player in the league right now.
What does Tatum have to do to win it? Then do you think?
Probably remain efficient. I think the bar is.
I guess the better question is where do the Celtics have to finish for like what is the record for Tatum to win it?
If Denver finishes top 4, then I think the Celtics would probably have to win 70. Like, I mean, that's how good Jokic is. Seriously, he's in a tier of his own.
I think somewhere.
Yeah. Go ahead, look.
Yeah, I think somewhere like, I feel like there were a few years, if you think about like Derrick Rose, Steph Curry, his first MVP year, where it's like, if you're the best player on the best team, that you have a chance of getting the MVP. I think somewhere down the line, once these stats started exploding, that wasn't necessarily the formula anymore. I think Tatum, like, I don't know, the Celtics just being good shouldn't be the ultimate penalty or like exclude him from being the MVP. He started really hot, to begin the season. He's had some inconsistent nights since, but he's still playing at a very high level. They're still winning. So, I mean, I think it's definitely in the realm of possibility. That plus the fact that Jokic, although he is playing at this high level MVP level, that the voter fatigue might kick in and they just might give it to somebody else. Giannis, there's still some. I feel like he's been on the short end of the stick with some voter fatigue for like a prolonged period of time, having won back-to-back MVPs a few years back. So we'll see. I think it's possible for Tatum.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of rounded out to who at the moment the top 3 are going to be, and we'll have to see how records go, especially in the West where it's so crowded. Like, I think Jokic, again, with the stats, I think he definitely can, but it'll be very hard. Like, if they don't finish top 4, top 5, even with him carrying the team and him performing even better than last year in every category, I think it'll be very hard to give it to Jokic in that instance. Giannis, I think Azan made a great point where he's also carrying the team, but that flip, I mean, 8-game winning streak too. If they can like continue to go on that trajectory, I kind of feel like with the narrative of like, I feel like, yeah, he did win those 2 back-to-back, but I feel like people were coming in the year, people kind of wanted that narrative that for Giannis to win. So a part of me is like, if he just does it again, maybe they're like, let's give it to him. Tatum, he could do it. But again, they would have to win. They would have to, again, beat the East by, I feel like, by a lot, which isn't fair because they did well. They basically that last year, he didn't get like any recognition really in the MVP or significant in the MVP. But I could definitely see it for Tatum. I do wish, though, looking at like how Orlando is, Like I feel like Paulo, man, if he didn't get injured, I feel like he would have been a real dark horse in a year where it's like where you were mentioning a look where people are getting tired of voting for the same. Where maybe Paulo, but
Yeah, I wanna piggyback off of that because my pick, just probably for the sake of this, he's probably not going to be in the conversation come halfway through the season. Is Franz Wagner? I mean, what is it? The Magic ripped off like 13 of their last 14 games or something like that. I forget exactly how many, but they've been continuing to win despite Paulo Banchero's injury, and he's really they're a very well-rounded team, play great defense, team defense, and have good individual point attack defenders. They're just kind of flying everywhere, but he's especially offensively their engine. Um, Taken a downhill player at heart, but improved or kind of at least stabilized his shooting that was suspect last year. A good playmaker, a good all-around player, plays good defense. Is not a minus defensive player, and has held his own. I did watch him play in person a couple days back, and he was really the only thing that kept me interested in the game. The the Magic versus the Nets. He was kind of doing everything for them in a game where they pulled away at the end. So I mean, I agree with Jokic is probably the real front runner, but I do want to give Franz Wagner a shout out just because he's probably not going to be in these conversations come halfway through the season. So moving on, I'll start with this is actually an award that we didn't touch on in our preseason episode. And that's
Oh.
defensive player of the year. So
I thought you were talking about the meat award because
Oh,
Donovan
no,
Mitchell took it
no,
back.
we don't need to go. We
Two-time.
don't really. We
Sorry.
don't need to go. We don't need to go too deeply into that one. But defensive player of the year. Anyone stand out to you guys so far early in the season?
Yeah.
Jared McCain.
Defensive player of the
Deep
year.
boy?
Oh, I just heard player of the year. My bad. Defensive
Player of the year, aka
No, never mind. Yeah, ignore that.
Yeah. For me, it's been Victor Wembanyama. Pretty much.
Unfortunate.
You look at his looking at his rim protection numbers, his a defensive field goal percentage of 47% on shots less than 6 feet. And the average for the Spurs is I think 63%, so that's minus 16. So he's the best rim protector in the league. And rim protecting is obviously one of the most important defensive skill sets in the team's value. So when you can anchor a defense like that, good things happen. And I think he's been pretty solid out on the perimeter as well. Just a very, very malleable defender, and he's just a menace. He's a rim to turn as well. So I've got Wemby leading that category pretty clearly.
What about you, Alok? Big on Wemby?
For all the flack I gave Wemby, I thought he would be a little bit overhyped coming into the season. I do agree. I think he was second in voting last year, and the main reason was because they were losing so much, and now they're kind of middle of the pack, play-in material type team. I don't know their exact standing right now, but I agree. I mean, the rim protection is just kind of like worlds above kind of the next, you would the next players you would expect, whether it's Gobert, Anthony Davis. They've all had their kind of own individual struggles. I mean Gobert is always going to bring his defense, but he's not winning another defensive player of the year. And I think just like Wemby's been flat on better as a rim protector early in the season.
They're currently in that last play-in spot.
Yeah. So they're winning now. I mean, I think the defense is still translated. The offense has been a little bit inconsistent to start the season, but defensively, I agree with he's on. Anyone else have anyone different than Wembanyama?
I mean, I thought it was a Chet / AD race early on, and then right after Chet went down, and then Victor or Wemby's so clearly the deep boy right now. It's nothing much else to add.
Yeah, I agree.
I do want to give, I think, defensive player of the year outside of Marcus Smart winning a couple years back. It's just best rim protection in the league award. But I do want to shout out Jalen Suggs as a guard. Kind
Yeah.
of the Magic have stayed afloat and actually kind of continued to win and be at the top of the East because of their defense first. I mean, obviously I touched on Franz Wagner, but I guess if Wagner is the engine of their offense, I'd say Suggs is the engine of their defense when he's not like fouling 3 times in the first half, which he can sometimes do. He's just everywhere. Great on-ball defender, great team defender. Just kind of really sets the tone for them and for one of the best defenses in the league and on one of the best teams in the league. So shout out to him.
Shout out Jalen Suggs. Very good
Yeah,
defender.
he's great.
Yeah. I'll throw one better at you. Amin Thompson.
Oh,
Absolute menace on the guard.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know. You probably watched the OKC game, but he's just flying around everywhere. Steals, blocks. Plays like 25 minutes a game.
He's a lot of fun to watch.
He's
a lot of fun to watch.
He recovers on everything. Whenever the team needs a stop, he's guarding the best player. He's getting stops.
They should consider a 6 man of the year being not only someone who can just come in and give you buckets, but someone who just like destroys the game defensively when they come on the floor.
Yeah,
because I think he should meaningfully be in these 6 man of the year talks with how he's played to the beginning of the season. Maybe sharing some of those votes with Tari Eason. Io, do you want to give your vote for defensive player of the year so far?
Yeah. Again, haven't been paying that much attention to basketball, but based on the eye test, I kind of like throw my hand in the ring for Draymond Green. Like, he's really just been a big anchor for the team, helped them huge possessions, but also kind of where they're at. It's helping where they're at in the Western standings. But besides that, don't really. Maybe Wemby.
Yeah, I think Draymond, if you checked with us in like a week ago, he'd be kind of up there. I think they've kind of petered off. But I don't think it's necessarily because of his drop in defense. He's always going to bring his defense when he's in shape and motivated to play on a decent team. He's probably one of the more versatile defenders in the league still to this day. So he's a good pick, and he's always going to be in those conversations when he's playing a lot of games and the team's doing well.
I think Evan Mobley's been pretty good defensively. Like, he's like, I feel like every year he takes a further step. I think rookie year we saw amazing flashes defensively, and then it's a year 4, and I think we're just seeing more of a complete defensive player from him. So like, I think he's wonderful. Like, I'm a big Evan Mobley fan. Really good out on the perimeter, and I value that pretty highly. If you're versatile, if you can protect the rim and also switch, you can do a lot for your team's pick and roll defensive coverages, and he's good at both. So I like him.
No, he's been amazing and very very skilled and very important to their early season success.
Yeah, I feel like for the Cavs start, they've kind of, I don't know if y'all agree, but they've kind of gone under the radar. I know once they were undefeated to begin the season, they're obviously being talked about a lot, but once they lost that first game, I feel like they've just kind of gone back into behind the shadows. I know they lost back-to-back games to the Hawks, so it wasn't a good look, but it's been a good start to the season. Give me some 2014 Hawks vibes a little bit. Just kind of everyone is doing their part. No one's really like, even Mitchell's scoring is down. He's not like doing this like one-man show like he has in the past couple of years. So, but it's been a good start to the season for them. But why don't we go to Rookie of the Year? I think what I remember from the preseason pod is that pretty much everyone had Zach Edey as their pick.
Not me.
Not me.
I think I might have.
I think I think you might have had it. I think it might have swept Edey. I think Reed we talked about it a little bit, but
Dalton. It might have been Dalton actually.
Well, we would need Saad to run the tape, so
we need some tape.
But as quarter way through the season, what have you thought?
I mean, it feels like Jared McCann's running away with it. He's like contributing at a high level on what is supposed to be like a playoff team. It seems like he's like the only kind of thing. Him and Maxey hasn't had like a great year, but it feels like him and Maxey are the only ones like I don't know trying to keep things afloat while Paul George and Embiid take PTO, I guess.
PTO.
That's crazy work.
That's crazy.
Playoff PTO.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's between McCain and Castle, and I should have known about Stephon Castle. Man, my good old friend Chris Paul. He's learning from the best. Why didn't I see this coming? I should have seen this coming. Rookie guard learning from Chris Paul. You can't go wrong.
He's
learning
got the
right way.
The UConn pedigree, man.
Yeah, he got the UConn pedigree.
He's taking
Dan Hurley's voice is ringing in his head to this day.
Although Dan Hurley's looking like a Klingon merchant.
That's
with his coaching at the beginning of the season this year.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Do they lose today?
I think they beat Baylor today, but
Wow.
Does anyone not have Jared McCain for this right now?
I have Castle.
Jared Castle. Right.
He's legitimately the second best player on their team, which is nuts. Like Chris Paul's probably like, I don't know.
What about Harrison Barnes? Player of the week.
Harrison
Barnes.
No, I honestly think he looks like the second. The fact that like some nights he does look like their second best player, and he's like maintained the level of consistency just a quarter of the way through his rookie season. It's pretty nuts. But McCain has been great. We've talked a lot about him in previous episodes, but I mean it still stands. I think he shot like 70% from the field today or something like that. Was it today or yeah? In Paul George's absence or his playoff PTO. So, but it's probably just down to those two. I think Clegan's playing well. Connect has had some flashes, but he's a little inconsistent. He's too hurt to be under consideration so far. But a decent rookie class.
I would say for vibes though, rookie of the year, Bronny. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
The vibes are gone, man.
I think they're both
down by 41 right now.
I think
the vibes.
It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be the first
I checked
to play in the NBA at the same time and the first to retire at the same time.
Yeah, I checked like 2 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
they're down by 41.
Oh my.
And Bronny has now entered the game.
I told you.
Comeback season, baby.
Bronny makes a three. The lead has now been something to 35.
What's that Chris Paul meme? Chris Paul hits a huge lead to cut the lead down
to 42.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, McCain.
Right.
All heart, Bronny James. Let's go, baby.
All right, y'all. That's Bronny is the vibes go as Bronny goes, and he's not playing. He's not even suiting up. I don't think this time around. So.
Oh dang! I believe the fun.
No wonder why. No wonder why the Lakers are losing all of a
Give
sudden.
Bronny a chance, man. What are we doing?
What do we have? We have Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year.
Lots of good candidates.
Lots of good candidates, I'd say.
We all know what Fon's going to say.
Dude,
Why don't we start with?
It was looking kind of rough last year for old dude, but man, they're new. Oh, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, Doc Rivers, crazy.
Yeah, Coach of the Year, Doc Rivers.
Wait, Doc.
I'm just kidding. I think we're all referring to Ime Udoka, but I'll give a Fon the floor.
Okay. Just thank God for his moral compass. I'll just say that his moral compass saved the Houston Rockets. I can't believe it. I honestly cannot believe he chose the Rockets. That summer, I remember there were so many good teams to go to. The Phoenix Suns jobs were open. The Sixers job was open. I believe the Cavs job was open. There was a bunch of good opportunities that summer. And for Tetta's son, I'll shout out for Tetta's son, Patrick, for getting in early on this. Convinced Ime to somehow make it down to Houston. My God, I saw a stat the other day that this is the second best or like a top 5 defense in the 3-point era that he's created. It's like them and OKC this year. Like just like complete outliers of how good the two teams have been on defense. And oh my God, I'll get into this later, but he's turned Alperen Şengün into legit a top 5 rim protector in the league this year. It's absolutely crazy. And if you watch like their defense play. You're on a string. Dylan Brooks is like one of the best wing defenders again. Like we already talked about Aman, we talked about Tari. Like he's just maximizing everybody. Like there's some shortcomings with this team. The team can't shoot, but like to be second in the West, to be one of the best defenses in the modern era with a team this young, that is absolutely insane. Honestly, absolutely insane. With a guy who's anchoring the defense, who everyone claimed was a cone, but now has become one of the best defenders in the NBA, who's playing better defense than he is offense right now. It's absolutely wild. He's the coach of the year for me.
Dude, that's such like you made some great points because I wonder what he saw in that Rockets team that was like, I'm gonna go here and not because again, like you said, it was kind of it wasn't a dumpster fire, but a lot of people were like, who's the leader? This team can't play defense, they're so young. But like, I wonder if he kind of saw like what he saw in the Celtics, but younger and kind of just different pieces. I mean, like you said, they can't shoot, but
sure. No, I think you're being kind of nice. I think it was a dumpster fire at that point. It was absolutely terrible. Like there was like from top down, like there was a bunch of like executives who had left. Obviously, Daryl Morey had left like a year or so before. There was like some bad taste on players leaving just the organization. So like it was not the most attractive place to go to for sure. You had to build the team from the top down. There was a lot of mismanagement going on. So yeah, just lucky that we did get him, and hopefully he's the coach for a long, long time.
He'd probably be my favorite, but I guess he's done a great job. I think the defense, I mean, the defensive identity of the team is probably where his imprint is felt the most. And just kind of how, like Afan was mentioning, being able to elevate players who aren't otherwise known for their defense, namely Alperen Şengün, but also just kind of unleashing the players that do have defensive potential and putting them in positions to succeed. I do want to shout out Jamal Mosley. Again, Orlando Magic, a lot of Orlando Magic love from my end on this episode. Just despite the Banchero injury, despite, even if their schedule's been kind of weak over this stretch so far, especially since the Paolo injury, it's still very impressive that they've still, treaded water and actually maybe, ascended and stayed towards the top of the East despite that injury. So he has been playing hard. Maybe besides last night when they got beat by like 30 or whatever it was by the Knicks, but they've been playing well. And I think Jamal Mosley did a great job last year. He's continuing to do a good job this year.
Good shout. Love what Jamal's doing. Yeah, I have Ime, and then I've got Jamal, and then I've got Kenny Atkinson doing some great things in Cleveland, and what he's done. You mentioned preseason that we've already talked about Mobley, but really, playing the offense through Mobley a lot of the times. He's used Mobley more as a pick and roll ball handler, running inverted ball screens for him, and that's worked well for them. Even with some of the offensive firepower they have with Donovan and Darius Garland, to empower your young star and Mobley like that is pretty nice, and to see that effort being realized actually is cool. Even their schedule's somewhat easy, but you still got to win those games. You still got to win the games that you're supposed to win. So Kenny Atkinson, I think, deserves some love here. But yeah, I've got Ime number one. What he's doing there in Houston, second ranked defense, right behind OKC. He just knows how to coach a defense. He knows how to empower really good defensive personnel, and it seems like the Rockets have good infrastructure defensively. But to see this leap defensively from Şengün, I'll give a little bit of credit to Ime for that as well. So.
Yeah, I have nothing else to add. I was gonna highlight Mosley and Freak May. I don't think Dagnall's going to win it twice in a row, even if they finish number one in the West. Missoula feels like the safe choice, but I think if Rockets stay the course, I think it's Mr. Udoka's to win.
We got Freak May and we got Mr. Udoka.
Dang,
that's insane, dude.
You got anybody different? Anyone else you want to highlight? go to the year?
Nah, I would say right now top, or like we said, Ime and Jamal. I mean, yeah, for honorable mention, get it Kenny. Also, who else was I thinking? Kenny and maybe even Bud. I think depending on like seeding more for the Suns, but at the same time, they were good teams already. It's just that now they're a little bit more efficient and doing higher standard. So I would rather kind of give it to the coaches that actually really have sparked their teams and completely almost 180 flip.
Oh, I have in that regard too. I have a shout out to JJ Redick, man. Great job. 12-10. They're about
Okay,
to
let's
12
go.
and
Let's
10.
continue, dude. Let's continue.
All right.
They're doing so much
Well-
better than Darvin Ham. He was. Oh wait, Darvin was 13-9 at this point last year. I don't know.
Can we
Do you
please
remember what? Do you
continue?
remember? Do you remember Darvin Ham in his first season? How that went?
Go harder than
That-
me.
What a beast.
Okay.
What
Salute.
a-
Anyway, all right. Moving on.
I just thought things were gonna be
Quick.
different. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, I thought
Moving
so
on quickly.
too, man. I thought so
The-
too.
Hey man,
Well, we're all-
LeBron
we're
looked
all-
a lot better last year under
But
Darvin.
no. Actually, everyone's a year older and then no break. So technically, not the same team.
All right. Enough. But we'll move on real quick to your 6 man of the year. I'll start Peyton Pritchard. But I do want to, like I was mentioning before, Amin Thompson / Tari Eason would be my next point. Kind of a duo. That was my next.
Yeah, fast PP for me.
Yeah, Payne Pritchard running away with it. I'm in awe watching. I mean, I've got him. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but I've got him in the most improved player category as well because I've been watching this dude play for 4 years, almost on a nightly basis, and some of the things he's doing on the court, I did not see the last 4 years. He's getting unassisted paint touches regularly. He's posting up bigger players, which is unbelievable. The shooting has always been there, but it seems like he's gotten a bit more versatile shooting wise. Movement, off the dribble, off ball. I'm just enjoying it. It's just the league is calling it unfair, and I would agree.
Man, never
We have
thought
a
I'd hear.
16
Never-
point a game player coming off the bench.
Yeah,
Told is
It's-
on.
You told me.
I told him about Peyton Pritchard. As soon as he was Mahad's favorite player, it was over.
never thought I'd hear someone say they'd be in awe of fast PP.
I'm serious. He
Here we
was
are.
he requested a trade in the summer of 2023, and it looked like he was going to get granted that request. But then Brad Stevens swooped in, signed him for a $7 million average contract, and it's looking like an absolute bargain right now. So,
Jeez. Dude, Brad is different, man.
he saw something I didn't see.
He talked to me. He talked to me on the phone.
He talked to you. He talked to you in
We
Mahad.
talked about Peyton Pritchard. We talked about shot creation. I showed him tape on his 100-point pickup game or whatever.
Yeah.
At least we have that 100-point game on tape, unlike some people back in the day. Anyone else got anyone different than Peyton Pritchard for the 6 man?
No.
No. All right.
Yeah.
So Ivan touched on the award. Go ahead.
I would say maybe if the 76ers could make the playoffs, I could see them maybe give it McCain just because I think he would have to be a huge part of that. But if not, I'll probably agree with Peyton.
I think they would start McCain, right?
Yeah, McCain's gonna start. I think going forward, probably.
I think he's going to be.
Yeah, I think he'll eventually be a starter. It's just, but he's been primarily 6 man, I guess,
Yeah.
to begin the season. But they're gonna have so many injuries all the time, so I feel like he'll start a lot. So Izan touched on it. Last award I want to get to is most improved player. Just want to start prefacing this saying my pick was Jalen Green before the season. Not going so well, to say the least.
I also total Oak, man. You guys never listen to me. Listen
No,
to
I should have listened. But I'll start with who I think has probably been most improved. The person I shouted out for kind of a participation trophy quarter season MVP, Franz Wagner, would be my pick for most improved player.
He's balling. He's playing at an all-star level and primary engine for the team. Without Paolo, I have Paolo. I mean, I have Franz. I've got Norm Powell in there. Got to show him some love. I had Jalen Suggs earlier in the year. He slowed down a little bit, and he's been overshadowed a bit by Franz. I do want to shout out one guy though. He's only played 11 games so far, but I think Scotty Barnes. There's a few guys from the 2021 class that are showing me some things. Like Şengün has taken a leap defensively. Evan
That guy in
Mobley.
Chicago.
Not the guy in Chicago. Absolute disaster to watch him play.
Most regress player.
Yeah, I think Scotty.
Oh, Patrick Williams?
No, the other guy.
The other guy who's not be named.
Yeah.
I say shout out Evan Mobley for this award as well. He's been killing it.
Who's most improved for you?
I would agree. Probably Franz or second place Mobley. Yeah.
I hate to be a Rockets homer, but I think it's Şengün for me.
That was your preseason pick, right?
Yeah, I think 19, 11, and 5, and he's still not playing the best offensive basketball. He's not finishing at the rim, but he's a very soft-touched, very good around the rim usually. So I think that's going to come back, and he's going to go up to like 22, 23 a game with 11 rebounds and 6 assists. I think he should make the All-Star team. He's the engine of the team, finishing games. The Minnesota game he took over, Philly game he took over. Now again took a complete 180 on defense. Like become one of the best defenders so far in the quarter season in the league. Just very, very impressive to watch. I was between him or Franz, but I'll give it to my guy.
Playing good ball this year, Şengün, and one of the primary reasons why Rockets start has been so hot. And he's also a player from the 2021 draft class. We've had some good players come into the league over the past few years, Şengün included. For our next segment, I wanted to do a little bit of a fun exercise, a draft, specifically of the 2020's. Players drafted in 2020 and beyond. I want us to build a starting five with a 6-man. We'll do a snake draft order. One stipulation is that one of your players in your starting five has to be either drafted in the second round or have gone undrafted. And you have to abide by positions. And I had a little thought for the draft order. So as you know, we all enjoy playing fantasy basketball in addition to watching basketball. So for the draft order, I just want to give some shout outs to how we are doing so far in the season. We'll start in reverse order. So those who are doing worse at the beginning of the season will get the first draft pick. So Io, your team is 0-6 to start the season. only in front of on the ESPN standings, only in front of Omer's team. 11 out of 12. You'll be picking first. Second pick. Now that Asad is not on the call with us, he would have been the second pick, but right behind them at 8th in the league with a 2-4 record is Izan. Picking third, right in front of Izan, his brother, although he has a 4-2 record, so maybe a little bit more positive outlook for Team Youngbloods, Afan. With the fourth pick, it will be yours truly, coming in at 5-1, my team. And with the last pick and the coveted double picks at the turn will be Shanor, whose team is also 5-1, coming off a pretty poor loss though this past week, so yeah, things might be turning for the worse for the last chance. But Shanor, as it stands now, is doing the best out of all of us.
Nothing new.
So that being said, I'll keep track of who everyone picks. But Io, do you want to start? So it's anyone drafted in the 2020s. You have to abide by position. You're trying to build your best starting five, and one of them has to be the second round or undrafted.
We'll go Paulo.
All right, good pick.
We'll go Paulo number 1.
So is he going to be at your 3?
Oh,
Dude, I don't really know. I'm like new era positionless, so you got to tell me.
I'll
would
give
be-
you the 3 or the 4.
3 or the 4?
Yeah.
Where do you want to put him, Io?
Let's go. Again, I don't really know what people are. I'll go with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo 3.
All right. Paulo at the 3. Good pick, Io. All right, so he's on. That leaves you. I think I have an idea of who you're going to pick.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell
man.
me?
He fell to me. Give me Wembanyama.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. It's a good pick. Where are you going to put him? At the 5?
Yeah, the 5.
Stretch 5s are important to have. Defensive anchors are good to have at your 5. That's a great pick.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was under the impression before the podcast started that we're only doing a 2020 NBA draft, but that doesn't.
No, 2020's.
I
Dude.
was deep in Lindley Waters territory. Not gonna lie, man.
He said, "How are we all going to get 5-man units?"
Dude,
from this?
I feel my hands in my face, man. I was sweating.
Afon's point guard would have been Kyra Lewis Jr. Man.
Oh my god, dude! I thought I was gonna be stuck with Tyrese Halliburton with this first pick, man. But it doesn't change my 2020. My first selection at shooting guard will be Anthony Edwards.
Hell yeah!
Yes, sir.
Nice. Good pick. Fawn, do you want him running the show, or do you want him at his true position?
No, I want him at shooting guard.
Oh yeah, you said that. Sorry. Alrighty. So that's me. Now I think I have some good players to choose from, but I do want to, knowing Shanor is going to be picking after me, I do want to take him before Shanor gets
You
him.
suck, dude.
He's not playing right now, but he had a great start to the season. A good consolation prize to after Paolo was picked first by the Magic. Give me Chet Holmgren. I'll put him at my 5.
This ruins
Wonderful.
everything.
Everyone's gonna have a good first round pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shanor might mess it up now that I took Chet. We'll see.
Who'd you take number 1?
Paulo.
Paolo.
That's a good pick.
That's
I
fine.
think Paolo's a good pick. Yeah.
It was just a surprising first overall, though.
All right, Shanor, what you got?
Man,
You can't be this baffled this early, man.
no, I'm not. I'm just
You got two picks.
I got back-to-back picks, so I'm I gotta. There's only so much I can choose. Let's see. Give me. Damn. You know what? Give me. Sorry, I changed my mind after every time I say something.
Give me Jalen Smith.
F it. Give me Evan Mobley.
Dude.
Give me Evan Mobley,
right.
I
and
thought
then
you were about to spit out Kyra Lewis, man.
give me Evan Mobley, and it's because I knew I wanted Mobley with the second pick. It's just between the first two, choosing a point guard. Do I want style or? Man.
And do you want Mobley at your 5?
Yeah,
4?
we'll put Mobley at the 5.
All right.
Do I want to double dip in the 21 draft? I don't know if I want to do that.
Great draft though.
Yeah, I'll you know what? Just because there's not a lot of people from this draft I'd want. I'll take LaMelo at the 1.
Good. Solid.
Ooh.
LaMelo and Mobley. Ooh.
All right. So I'm up next. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to take Franz Wagner. I feel like his,
Good pick.
yeah, a lot of Franz love on this episode, maybe some recency bias, but jumbo creator and having good improvements to start season. He doesn't really fall off or, compromise anything defensively. He's a good playmaker at the 3, so I'll put him at my 3. Fawn, who you got?
I'm trying to pull up a video. I can't find it. I can't find the video. But my first pick said, "Shout out to number 28, man. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Shangoon. I'm gonna take Alperen Shangoon.
Yep.
At center.
Alrighty. Izan, you're up after getting Wembanyama as your first pick.
Okay, let's see. Who do I want here? I think between a few players,
Josh Primo and James Bouknight.
I was very high on James Bouknight. Give me Tyrese Maxey at the 2.
The 2. Might have a small backcourt. We'll see.
Actually, no, put him at the 1. Sorry.
Just kidding. All right, you got 2 picks.
Someone took LaMelo.
LaMelo's gone.
LaMelo's gone. Okay. Let me get Suggs at the 2.
All right, Jalen Suggs.
And then my center is going to be oh my God, what was it? I just had it. Jalen Williams. Big Jalen Williams from Arkansas. 2nd round pick.
All righty.
As my 5.
Whoa.
Right? He's a 5, right?
Yeah.
He is a 5.
When he's playing. Okay.
Interesting.
You said we had to have a second round / free agent in the starting 5?
In the starting 5, yeah.
Oh, in the starting 5. Damn.
That's why I didn't pick Wemby. Yeah.
Wait.
I mean,
you could have allocated.
Wemby.
You could have.
All right.
Okay, who's
Allocated that spot
offense
somewhere
is
else.
going to be? Who's your 2nd round player going to? Oh.
Bronny James Jr. Duh.
Okay, then my team's it's 5.
He's on. You're up.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go. Give me J-Dub.
All right, J-Dub.
Yeah, my 2.
Great pick.
Solid pick. Shanora's seething again.
I will take Scotty Barnes at power forward.
Oh man, I completely forgot Scotty was on the
I
board.
thought someone got
Great.
Scotty.
No.
I thought.
Dang, that's a
I
big
can't
miss
believe
by
we
me.
fell that far.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna have to take Tyrese Halliburton. I was getting worried.
He's still on the board too. Damn.
There's still another big name on the board.
Cade Cunningham
Yeah.
at the 1.
Yeah.
I was between the 2. I was either gonna take Cade
Ain't
or
nobody
Scotty.
scared of Cade Cunningham. Get out of here.
I love Cade, man. I freaking love him.
Yeah, Cade's awesome.
So
you have Jalen Williams at your 5, bro.
Io, this is crazy, bro.
he really wanted to secure that 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
Bro, you
I
can't base your draft around that, bro.
On a 2nd rounder?
Who's
All
your
right,
2nd rounder
Shanor.
going to be?
I don't know, Shanor. Are you gonna be picking your 2nd rounder now?
Yeah, who's your
No.
2nd rounder going to be?
All right, who you got, Shanor?
No, bro, anybody, come on, anybody scared Isaiah
Oh,
Travis.
don't say
Not a
picks. Don't say
Not
picks.
not a
Don't
bad
say-
idea.
Don't say picks, bro.
Not a bad idea. Ooh,
Who do I have? I have Mobley and LaMelo.
man, it's you're already forgetting. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I will. So I imagined I'd have Cade and Chet right now.
Well, things happen.
Let's see. I got my 1 and 5. Let's fill in the in between. Who we got? Damn, should I take him?
Oh, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
damn, I don't want him, but he's like, I'll take Tyrese Halliburton.
Ooh,
Hey,
that's not who I thought. That's not how I thought it was going to be. But
and now I got the 3 and the 4 left.
yeah.
Damn, I don't want Tyrese Halliburton.
Hey, that's not a bad pick though.
I'll take him.
No, it's just you're right. I'll take at my. But it's just more like who do I want at the 3? Oh, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'll take Jalen Johnson at the 4.
Oh, great pick.
Ooh, that is
Great
that
one.
is a very good pick.
Damn.
So I'm gonna have to dig here. I'll just say that I'm trying to think of from the 2023 class who could be good. It was a famed class that they thought it was going to be so good, and it was not a good class outside of Wemby. Kind of drawing dead from there.
Oh, dude, 2024 is wide open.
Yeah, 2024. Anyone gonna choose anyone for 2024? Anyone chomping at the bit? Give me Desmond Bain at the 2.
Great pick.
That's good. Great one.
I will take at point guard Amen Thompson.
All right, he's on.
I think this is a point where I should think about a second rounder or undrafted person for my starting lineup. So I'm trying to build my team around Wemby. But I still want some more shooting. Give me Sam Hauser. Give me Sam Hauser. He's gonna be playing my 3. I don't want to put him at the 4.
Are we drafting 6th man as well?
Yeah, 6-man can be anybody.
Okay.
Anybody.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Is it Io?
My turn now.
Round it out.
I'm gonna get Chet.
I have Chet, dude. He's my first round pick.
I was just hoping, man. I was just hoping.
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams.
Crazy.
They want to get Jalen Green. Is Jalen Green still available?
Jalen Green's still available.
You gonna put him at your point guard? You have Jalen Suggs too.
Yeah. I mean, who else is left? Yeah.
Okay, so Jalen Green
is my point guard.
Need a 6-man now for Maya, right? Or no?
And then
no, I was about to pick his 5th player.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. I guess for my 4, I'm gonna get Dyson Daniels.
Good.
Nice.
Or who's better? Yeah, I'll do Dyson.
All right.
Actually, can I change that?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna get Tari.
Good
Yeah,
pick.
that's right. I want Tari. Thank you for letting me change. Because in real life, once I put the hat on, it's over.
You had a GM storming out. Be like, wait.
No. Not Jalen Hood-Schifino. Not Jalen Hood-Schifino, please.
We didn't actually really want Paula. We wanted to get Jabari instead.
Anyone want Jabari Smith? Anybody?
He's playing better.
He's playing better.
He's gonna be a solid role player in the NBA. Who do you have left? Is on what position?
Oh wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, he's waiting for a 4.
Oh shoot.
Or you can get your 6-man.
Yeah.
Wait, did I pick back to back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, I don't know. This is crazy. I feel like I'm missing some player. I'm looking at a list here. Give me one moment.
This would have been so much harder if Saad was here. Dang.
Solid pick, a bunch of 2nd rounders, man.
Yeah, man. Bub Carrington, 1st overall.
Damn. Just give me Keegan Murray at the 4.
Good pick.
Solid pick. So Fawn, I think you're looking
Small
for a
forward,
second
right?
rounder,
Small
forward,
second rounder.
second.
Just
Yeah.
how I wanted it.
Oh God,
Just how I wanted it.
Please, no.
that's
Give me Herb Jones.
Damn it.
Dang it.
No.
That's how I wanted it. Right into my laps.
Everyone knew.
Oh,
Ah, good pick.
Who can I even pick anymore?
Lots of good ball left there.
I don't know. I'd rather have Jalen Williams over.
I would.
Who
I
again
wouldn't.
I forgot.
Ayo, when you said Jalen Williams, I thought you meant J Dub.
I was like, babe, small ball 5. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I
I had to make sure y'all knew about Arkansas, man.
That's
All right.
insane.
Okay, y'all.
Okay.
Dude, when he was playing, you guys were literally begging for him before you guys had Hardenstein. You guys were begging for him to come back, and now
I was begging, brother. I was begging for death.
Wait, I thought he was decent.
No, he's
No,
all right. He's all right.
He's all right.
But he's not like, man, we need him.
Okay,
Like, we could have used him. It would have been helpful.
Him against
Like a-
Wemby, he'll hold his own.
Oh, brother. Oh,
He
my
takes
God.
a hell of a
Man.
charge. Takes a hell of a charge.
Yeah.
Gosh, I appreciate y'all vamping out. Y'all can keep going because I need to.
It
figure
doesn't
out.
matter. I got to rearrange some positions now. Betafon took Herb Jones. Who do I even-
So are we rearranging positions because it might be the same?
are we? If we're, I feel like that's not.
That's
Problem.
not fair.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't get to do that.
If it messes Iowa up, then
All right, okay, that's fine. Well, I'll draft Aaron Wiggins at my 4. Why not?
Good answer. Good answer.
Nice.
Shanor. So you have your second rounder yet to be picked, I believe.
Yeah. I think all the second rounders I had listed are gone. Can you read me my team back, please?
So your team, you have LaMelo Ball at your 1, Tyrese Halliburton at your 2, Evan Mobley at your 5, and I believe you drafted. Who did you draft? It's a little disorganized here.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson at your 4. So you're missing a 3.
Damn, you just took Aaron Wiggins, huh?
Yeah, I did.
A second round 3. How tall is Tamani Kamara?
6'8".
That's not bad.
It's pretty good.
He I think he's a second rounder.
He is.
You kind of lucked into that one.
Yeah, I'll take Tamani Kamara.
Great pick, man.
And then give me Cam Thomas off the bench, baby.
Ooh, good.
Woo!
Very nice.
Cooking.
All right. I appreciate you picking Cam Thomas. I'm going to go with scoring, but I'll choose Brandon Miller as my 6th man.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh shoot,
That's a great pick.
My
Unbelievable.
6th man will be Mr. TikTok himself, Jared McCain.
Great.
Very nice. Good vibes.
Hey, the first 2024 player off the board.
There we go.
I have more players listed under my 2024 list than I do my 2020 list.
Really?
But they almost
2020
everyone
is a good.
But
2020 is a good draft.
it's just the guys who hit in 2020 are just like really good.
Yeah.
Very good.
In 2024, we're just hoping.
I'm telling y'all, I had Najee Marshall circled up in the water circled. That was stressed, man.
Hey, Emmanuel quickly.
Hey, stop saying names. We still got to draft 6 men.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up? Afon.
Literally Waters is not going.
Is it? Who is it?
It's you, though.
Oh, it's me.
6th man.
Oh
Wait.
man.
Afon, who did you? Oh yeah, McCain.
I
Sorry.
took Jared McCain.
I am gonna take.
Bryce Sensabaugh, perhaps.
I'll take Trey Murphy.
Great, that's a
Good
great pick.
pick.
Yeah, good pick.
It was between another guy, but
Dang, I thought you were going to take.
yeah, I opted in another direction.
All right. Io, round us out. Who's your 6th
Wait,
man?
who did you get, Alo?
I got Brandon Miller as my 6th man.
Okay. I'll get most improved for this year.
Who?
Hayden Pritchard himself.
Yeah. Good pick.
Nice.
Well, good pick.
All right, so
Let's
that's a good.
hear
That was
those
a-
teams. Let's hear those teams
All right.
out loud.
Let's do it.
So we'll start with. we'll start with.
My team is so sick.
All right. Let me just read it off. All right. Io at his 1, he has none other than Jalen Green himself as point guard. Number 2, he has another Jalen Suggs. At his 3, he has Paolo Banchero. Good pick. At his 4, he has Tari Eason. At his 5,
You have no shit. It just hurt my team.
at his 5, he has Jalen Williams out of Arkansas, second round pick. And as 6th man, he has Peyton Pritchard, solid 6th man.
Hey, what round? What round?
Shador almost died.
I think that his 3rd pick was Jalen Williams out of Arkansas.
I think that was the second. Pick.
Yeah, he had the back-to-back
Oh,
picks.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
All
was
right.
drafting first.
So-
That's crazy.
A lot of heart on your team, I would hope. Next is Izan's team. As 1, he has Tyrese Maxey. As 2, he has J-Dub, Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara. As 3, he has Sam Hauser, bit of reach. As 4, he has Keegan Murray. As 5, he has Victor Wembanyama, kind of a steal at the 2nd pick. And as
Not
a 6th
really.
man, you're right. You had a good first pick. Man. Is everyone's preferences?
Dude, Io's team has hit the showers, bro.
And at a 6th man, he has Trey Murphy. Afon's team, really scrappy team. Some Rockets representation. At the 1, he has Amin Thompson. At his shooting guard, he has Anthony Edwards. At his 3, he has Herb Jones. As 4, he has Scotty Barnes. At his 5, he has Alfred Sengun. And as a 6th man for the vibes, he's got Jared McCain.
Would you have taken Jalen Green if he fell to the 6-man slot?
Next question.
Next question. All right. We'll go with my team. Maybe lacking a little bit of size, but at my 1, I have Cade Cunningham. At my 2, I have Desmond Bain. At my 3, I have Franz Wagner. At my 4, I have Aaron Wiggins. At my 5, I have Chet Holmgren. And as my 6th man, I have Brandon Miller.
Oh, we're not scared of that team.
You should
Come
be,
on.
man. You should be. And to round us out, Shanor. He's got, I wrote down Lonzo, but it's LaMelo Ball as 1. Always thinking about Lonzo. Tyrese Halliburton as 2. Tumani Kamara at 3. Underrated pick. As 4, he has Jalen Johnson. As 5, he has Evan Mobley. And as 6th man, he has Cam Thomas. So solid picks all around, guys. It's tough to say who the winner is. I think we know who's gonna.
Let us know below in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no one's scoring on my team. Just want to point that out.
Dude, no one's scoring on my team.
Should we draft coaches too?
Dude, that's actually- yeah.
Coaches who started been hired 2020 or later. You want to do that?
Sure.
I need a list.
2020 or later? Yeah, I would need a list in front of you.
I'll
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Wait, am I gonna go first?
Sure.
You're gonna need Freak May on that team.
Oh, you didn't know. Yeah, we're deep. We're all defense, no offense.
All right, go for it.
Let me get the man himself. Is he Nigerian too?
He is Nigerian.
You know it. Just like all 3. Ime.
I think I know who Izan's going to pick with his 2nd pick.
Io gifted me again. It's the season of giving, right? He gifted me again. Give me Joe Maz.
Nice.
Big Zula.
Bro, our team was definitely not gonna be watching the town. We're good. We're so good.
You have other things to worry about. You have Jalen Williams at the 5.
Front office.
I will take Mark Dagnall.
Man.
Dang.
Great pick.
Oh yeah, that's true. Jalen Green's woman, she better. Ooh, Jalen Green might want to watch out.
Dude,
Uh,
Shadir's dying.
Dog, I'm about to. My vision started going. That was crazy.
I'm gonna take Jamal Mosley. It's my coach.
Who even's left?
That's a
Oh,
lot.
Doc Rivers. Doc.
JJ
No,
Redick.
are we doing post two?
You know what?
Yeah.
Coach
Coaches.
Coach Shaw.
Oh yeah, Doc Rivers counts. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doc
Bud.
Rivers, yeah.
Bud
We
counts.
got a little, yeah, Bud.
Bud not.
Give me
Yeah, Bud
JJ
counts.
Redick.
Real?
Nice.
Oof. All right, comment section. Let us know who won. I think we know who lost, but we'll leave that up to
I don't know.
the audience to decide.
Freak may have the Iowa team
You may coach
play
those
hard.
boys, man.
Dude, there's a
You know
chance
what?
that both teams come back this
Giddy
week.
wasn't taken.
Giddy.
Oh, can I be my sixth man? That'd be my
No,
sixth
too
Iowa,
late. Too
stop.
late.
Like,
Too late. Too late. Too late. All right. Well, that was a fun exercise. We need to do more drafts as we go along. But to round it out, I just wanted to do a quick segment led by Shanur. We want to, assess the beginning of the season maybe with, whether we think some starts are real or not. So we're gonna do a little buy sell segment led by Shanur.
All right, we're gonna burn through these, baby. I only got I got 5, maybe more. We'll see. These are just guys off the top of my head. You guys just tell me, you guys buying, selling, staying put with your stock on these players, or if you even have stock at all. If you're just opting out. First, I'm going to throw this one to Azan first, mostly because he's had a lot to say about this player as he is on his fantasy team, and he's driving him crazy. Bam Adebayo, not off to a hot start, but proven player in this league. Me personally, I'm buying the dip.
yeah, I'm selling some stock as merely a second option. That's it. I still love Bam. I'm a Bam guy, but I'm selling some stock as him as a second option. That's what I'll say.
Anyone else? Bam stock? How you feeling about it?
Staying put. He is what he is. I kind of knew. But I didn't really have too much hope for his offensive leap. What year? He's a 2017 draft class. That's crazy.
That's
Damn.
wild. He's
It's
old.
year 8.
Jeez.
But he's defensively, I think perennial defensive player of the year candidate, should be in conversations at least at the beginning of seasons. So staying put on Bam.
Same, staying put.
Same, staying put. I think he's just a little freaked out by Dwayne Wade's statue early on.
Cool. I'll throw this one to a fond. Then this is not a player, but this is like
An idea.
Man, we do this again. I'm have some more concepts, but as of right now, this is just this Houston Rockets run. Are you buying, selling? They're the number 2 seed right now. I don't think any of us had them as the number 2 seed going into the season. I don't know if I believe it 100%. I think they're really well coached. They're a great defensive team. It feels like so much of their offense comes from, offensive rebounds. I don't know like how sustainable that is, but let me throw it to the Houston Rockets expert on the panel. Fun, how you feeling? Buying, selling, or staying put?
I'm buying just because they had a 20-win improvement last year. The track record is there for improvement, and I think, I had him 7th seed, 6th seed. Of course, this is a little bit even higher than my expectations, but I'm buying for the reason is Şengün, like I said earlier in the episode, not shooting well at the rim currently. Those are just easy.
Yeah, that's like the most surprising thing.
Yeah, and it's very easy bunnies he's missing. And I think it's just a product of maybe some conditioning stuff, but like he's in like incredible shape. I think he's just getting used to maybe, playing both sides of the floor, and I think it'll even out eventually. The offense will be easier once he gets scoring these easy bunnies. I mean, he dropped 45 on Wemby last year. I think he has insane touch, and I think it'll be a bit easier to come by. I'm also expecting some of our shooting to get a little bit better. I think Reed's going to get a little bit more comfortable, start getting a little bit more minutes. A man has shown some promise in his corner 3, so I'm buying the run.
Anyone else buying the Rockets?
I'm
I'm
buying.
buying it.
I'm buying.
I guess I'm the only one selling. Maybe it's just because I'm a Rockets hater, but
You're selling,
yeah.
or not?
I just
At least staying put.
no, I'm selling.
Yeah.
I think they'll still make the playoffs. I just don't. This 2-seed business is
There's always a team, whether it was like the Thunder the Thunder last year, they're the ones
Orlando.
these young up and coming teams that just have a lot of energy in the regular season. They're deep too. It's like there's no one injury maybe
I-
outside of
I
Sengun
will
that's gonna
say-
throw them off. I don't think.
yeah.
Like,
I will say like every other team has like a really like glaring problem with them, as talented as the West is, and the Rockets seem at the very least like just like kind of stay. Jalen Green, like streakiness aside, like seem very like they know what they are. They're healthy, they're stable, they're young, and they play hard on defense.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think pretty high floor will get you.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think we should be locked into top 6 seed. I think at this point, at the very least, in my opinion.
definitely.
I think especially as the season goes and for playoffs, yeah, offense is number one. You have to be able to score, but also like you got to be able to stop people. And I think the defense will be able to travel, and hopefully they can find someone, or hopefully one of them or some of them can improve their shooting. But also, I just feel like this wasn't the team that this is not the team that they even envisioned for maybe even this season or for the future. So I feel like they could like make some trades, and if they get like more efficient shooter, bruh, and keep the defense, especially probably cutting Jalen Green.
Zach LaVine, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. I've said that. Yeah.
Oh, you're the fun selling on Zach LaVine. All right, let's go to another team. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm also selling. I know I just said at the beginning Giannis MVP, but that schedule is like that. That was cupcake on cupcake
Mickey
on
Mouse?
cupcake.
Mickey Mouse
Mickey
schedule.
Mouse. Yeah, that was Giannis. All right, you guys. Anyone else with me selling the Bucks this Bucks run, or are you guys buying?
Selling all my stock.
Yeah. Let me cash out.
I'm staying put.
Io, if you don't sell, man. Io, if you don't sell, you gave him all the towels known to man.
Nah,
I'm staying put.
I don't know. I feel like again, maybe it's just again easy schedule, but maybe they might figure something out with the rotation, and then going with Giannis. But I think a lot of it's mostly staying put because maybe Chris Middleton could be if he's like 70, 80 of what he was. Who knows? So I don't know. I'm saying put.
Dude, double ankle surgeries. I don't think we can count on Chris Middleton for anything.
We're done.
No, but I'm saying just like where if the added benefit of Chris Middleton of what they have, mostly just Giannis being who he is, like why sell? It's so Giannis, and if they figure something out, who knows?
Yeah, as we speak, they're losing by 17 to the Hawks. To Io's Atlanta Hawks, but yeah, I'm saying put just because the fact that they were able to rip off it, like regardless of how easy the schedule was, 8 in a row, and like to get yourself back into like the top 6 in the East, that's kind of like all everyone had. That I had them at my 3 seed, I think, and I think it was the highest on them at the beginning of the season. So that's why I'm saying put, because they're just kind of like not the top cream of the crop in the East, but the step below. I think that's what they end up being.
But also,
now that they ran the ship a bit.
Like Atlanta's not that bad. They beat the top teams in the East. So like, let's calm down. I know some basketball.
All right, next on the list, next talk. We got this guy. If we haven't sold him already, I'm saying Jamal Murray. I just at this point, if he had shown some spark after the off season at the beginning of the season, maybe I would have bought it a little bit. But he just seems to. Hey man, my GOAT is outperforming him. That's all I'll say. I'm out on Jamal Murray. Where are you guys at? How about Io? How are you feeling about Jamal Murray?
I haven't watched that much Nuggets. I really have no idea. from early on, I know he was bad. But I haven't seen him the past couple games. Is he still bad?
Yeah, he's
Is
pretty
he a
bad.
little bit better?
He's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think you only watched the Lakers game, and he shot okay in that game.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, he had a couple games where it seemed like he was ramping up to be back to normal, and then
But it never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, because I guess because Russell was scoring a little bit better than him. Yeah, I mean, I guess because this is coming from the summer. This isn't even short sample size anymore. So, but also I never really liked him. So actually, yeah, I'm selling all my stock.
Hell yeah. Azan, you say you're staying put?
You know what? If I sold some stock of Bam, it's only fair that I sold some of Jamal Murray. So yeah, I'll sell.
I'm selling it all.
Hell yeah, fine.
Just fire sale.
I'm gonna stay put because this man does some voodoo magic in the playoffs. So I gotta see the playoffs. If game one in the playoffs is bad, fire
You're
sale
selling.
my side.
All right, I got two more players for you guys. Tyrese Halliburton. I'm done with Tyrese Halliburton.
Wow.
Sit out. Just stay out. Recover, bro. I don't need recover,
So
bro.
violent.
Are you buying the theory about the bad beds
I'm
on the
all
road?
in. Jackson Frank, I believe you, brother.
Wait,
It's all back
It just
problems.
feels like it just feels like it. It just feels like, hey man, you can't travel, and if you can't travel, you're not playing for Shanur FC or BC.
I have the theory is that he plays his home road splits are so drastically different. The theory is not sleeping in his own bed has a bad effect on his back.
Oh, I heard about, but I thought something because I don't remember where I saw, but I thought something might be a family issue. That's like only at home. Maybe the family's there.
Hey,
Like I thought he's dealing with some family stuff. So that's why I was like, I wasn't gonna try to comment. So I don't know. But I can't remember where I saw that source. It was on Twitter. Twitter. It was not Centelda, I promise. I remember seeing
I
it.
believe
I
the
was
bet.
like,
5-13 lost to the Nets today. I believe it.
Yeah, I'm selling Tyrese Halliburton. I think the Rick Carlisle iteration of the Pacers with him as the offensive engine has kind of been figured out to begin the season. He's not really been able to win matchups at the point of attack to where he creates advantages to where his playmaking can shine. And he's just kind of like dribbling side to side, trying to get past like even the most average point of attack defenders. It's pretty bad watching him. And then defensively, he's been a Cohen for a while. So selling.
Zan?
I am staying put. I'm not really buying too much of Jackson Frank's theory. I get it. I understand. But sometimes the good players, they find a way to be good on the road and at home. But I do agree with Jackson Frank. I just don't think you simply can go from where he was and then turn into what he is now.
Sure.
So I'm going to stay put.
I'm with Azan on this one too. I'm just staying put for the exact same reasons.
Fair. And final stock. This is a player I've never bought stock in my entire life. Foolishly, even I've let it pass by, and it seemed like it was on the rise forever. And now it hasn't been this low since the 2011 finals.
Oh God!
But brother, this is the last ride, the final countdown, baby. I'm buying all the LeBron stock right now, baby. Everyone says he's done, and for once in my life, I choose to believe in LeBron James. Don't prove me wrong now. Everyone on Twitter says you're finished. Father Time has caught up to you. What are you going to do, LeBron? What are you going to do? Because there's expectations. But as you said in your cool commercial that I like, it could be worse. There could be no expectations at all. Alok, the biggest LeBron fan, or Io too, but Alok's the biggest LeBron fan I know. What are you doing with your LeBron stock, brother?
I'm not buying, but I'm staying put.
Coward.
It's really But the thing is, my position is so high on LeBron. I bought so much stock in my life. I can't buy more. It's just not financially responsible.
I was
to buy
counting on
more.
you. I was counting on you.
Dude, what I will say, I think he's always going to put up his stats. He finds a way. He's like hyper aware of his legacy all the time. That's why he stays in the game to get that 10th point. That's like why he does all this stuff. So the numbers are always going to be there. But like he's taken defensively, he's just like a complete minus, whether it's like him complaining about calls and like letting them get back. Like the reason why their transition defense is so bad is because of him and because of like Anthony Davis, how he falls on
turnovers as well.
Yeah, his passing, like he's not to being a top 5 pass in the league perennially. That's not a thing anymore. His reads are very predictable now. Those corner passes, kickouts off of drives, people aren't respecting his drives anymore. So they're jumping in those passing lanes. He's like averaging like 5 turnovers a game as of late when they've been on this kind of inconsistent stretch. He's the worst on the team and plus minus. I could go on and on. I think it's going to normalize at a certain point to where he's going to have his averages, maybe like a little bit different scoring, but he's always going to have 7 rebounds, always going to average 7 assists or higher. But he's the GOAT. But the end is near. The end is very near.
Where are you at with your LeBron stock? Do you think the Bronny bump is going to help him at all? It certainly doesn't seem like it's helping out much right now.
No, there's no Bronny stock. There are so many things I want to say, but I won't say that. This really mean to the James family. But I'm buying more stock. Like in my lifetime, he's the greatest I've ever seen. He's not my favorite, but he's the greatest. And like And the fact that he came to the Lakers, I'm always buying. And also like he's too prideful. Like he gonna try.
He cares too much to.
He's gonna turn it up. So I mean, it might not be good. It might be like more turnovers, but nah.
Yeah, I'm never gonna sell LeBron stock because it just feels wrong. He's looked. I said this in our group chat. He's looked the most human he's looked since the 2011 finals. I will say, but I think it will end up being fine. At some point, Father Time will catch him, but when I see it for a larger sample size, then I will sell my stock. So I'm staying put.
Afan?
I will also buy all the LeBron stock that's available. I agree with all the points everyone's made. He is very, very hyper aware of his legacy. He's also aware that Jordan retired very not near his peak. So I think he's going to bounce back, play really well, and he's going to retire at a point where he's actually playing well and go out on a good note instead of going out sad. So for that reason, give me all the LeBron stock.
Hey, that's the last stock option I had to offer.
Sure, I want to throw one really quickly back to you.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. PJ Washington stock in the NBA Cup against the Thunder. Quickly. Buying, selling, staying put.
I'm buying it all. I'm buying it all.
I will sell you all the PJ Washington stock. They're going to make sure PJ Washington does not beat them in the next game they play. There's no way.
Over under 5 threes.
Under.
I'm going
over.
Is it 5, 4.5 or 5.5?
4.5.
Over. I've been hurt too many times. Listen, even if my stocks plummet, I'll at least be like happy in my soul. You know what I mean? Anyone else have any? I know we're like super. Like, anyone else have any like just any stocks they want to throw at us, real quick, or we call it there?
We'll definitely bring this segment back.
I think.
Let me do a quick one. Just a really quick. Just Westbrook stock. I'm saying put, but
buy. I'm buying Westbrook stock. Jamal Murray down means Westbrook up.
Yeah,
it's simple math, man.
I agree with that.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know if I want that. That's what I'm saying. Put. I don't know if I want more.
I'm buying.
Like, I think I'm good with the level.
I'm short. I'm pumping it like games.
Is on?
I'm gonna stay put. I'm not gonna be tricked right now.
I think we'll call this insider trading. I think we should try this again, like right as the playoffs are starting. I think that we should do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
Segment.
And then before the season as well, before the next season starts, we'll do it again.
Yes, very good.
Definitely. Some fun topics to talk about. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody, and it was a lot of fun. We'll get back to our regular programming, hopefully with Saad back in the fold next time around. Got some NBA Cup in the meantime. I think, actually, I don't know. It might just be regular ball, but we'll check in with you next time. And in the meantime, happy hooping.
Happy hooping. Bron, no towel for you this week. You're lucky.
You survived.
Hey man, 40-point loss, but he got his 28, 6, and 5. You know, it's all good. He's the GOAT.